Everybody, Tim Gravett here, Cabrera Systems in Ringdale. I've got another client who likes to use the consumables, but as we were learning in the consumable side, the tubes are all very relative, and it's the small stuff that counts. So you get down inside and run these things through some tests to make sure you understand. First and foremost, you want them to fail in a way that they're not going to start a fire. That's what caused that Sylvania and some of the bigger name brand recalls is they don't set up their electronics. I'm not sure how it sneaks through. I think it's probably a lot to do with the self-certification that the industry allows to the bigger makers. But you find very, very cheap components. In fact, this one's not bad because it actually has copper wire in the transformer. A lot of the real cheap stuff, in fact, mostly the name brand stuff, because it's the name brand companies that beat up these companies over in China for the lowest common denominator. And they're cutting nickels, dimes, and pennies to get those 100,000, 200,000, or a million bulbs they're buying and putting their name, rubber stamp on it. You and I trust the name brand, and then we end up with a piece of crap. So, but, it had the right name on it. So this is what I do on the side. I help people navigate when I can't get them to buy the planned permanent solution that we make. I always recommend the active LED, but sometimes people just don't have the budget, or they think they don't have the budget. I think I can always prove to you long term why you want to go with something that is going to last longer. But here I am getting 12 years into this experiment called LED lighting, and this is what you find. This is called the planned obsolescence. Even this tube here is going to run too hot, and it will overheat itself. I purposefully make it fail again, so I know that this guy's not going to have a fire. And check all the components to see this part right here, because I have found steel wire that they'll wrap in the transformer, and then they coat that wire with a copper coating. This is something you see in the old ballasts too on your HIDs and HPSs. So it's a way for the manufacturers. It always passes the test. It can be UL listed. It can be UL certified, and also a lot of the stuff gets DLC listed because none of the tests that the industry uses are long enough to actually figure out what's going on. It's like drilling for oil at 5 feet. You're not going deep enough to find the problems or find the oil. So keep that in mind. Thought I would show you this since I had this one torn apart today. Keep pressing and look for durable goods. Look for active LED as opposed to the consumables. That's what these are. I have yet to find any other company that I've tested personally that is anything more than a planned obsolescence consumable. Light loss factored, lumen maintenance. That's what the industry's foundation is on. You can get away from that. It's called active LED. Take care. Bye.